And I think we gave it the 3 seconds there. Hi, everybody.
There we go.
Welcome to a Twisted Tuesday. How you doing? How you doing, Josh?
I'm doing all right. I survived what I needed to this dawning. My universe didn't collapse, so not that generally
Good shit.
it's going to, but we're grateful. Grateful. We're grateful.
Good
There we go.
shit. Good shit. Good shit. I see our gorgeous host for the day, Angie, is here. She's already opened the list too, guys. Hi, Cap Mama. Hi, Angie. Hello, you beautiful gems. How are you guys going? It is Tuesday. We made it through Monday. Holy shit for some of us, because some of us probably had a pretty horrible Monday, right?
I was pretty
Well,
peaceful, gratefully. Except that at work last night it was 50 degrees, and you have to remember 50 degrees here. There's no humidity, so it's real cold. It's icy 50 because there's no humidity, so it's right. And then it was raining,
I
and we had
started
winds like
shivering when you said that.
what's that?
No, I said I started shivering when you said that.
Well,
No.
yeah, and then we had winds at like 50 miles an hour last night at Red Rocks, and so between that and the driving rain, yeah, it was chaotic.
Yo,
The energies felt
wow.
chaotic, but yeah, and I have low blood pressure, and like extraordinarily, like I'll get up from this live here, and my leg will be asleep, and always. I
Uh,
sit for more than half an
yeah.
hour. So yeah, so because of that, you have high blood pressure, it goes faster, you stay warmer. But because my blood circulates slower, I get cold 60 degrees. I start to get clattery. It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
eventually,
I
one
can
of these days,
relate.
just
And
give
then I
me a
take
flyer.
blood thinners. Yeah, I can relate. And then, like I said, and then on top of the low blood pressure, so similar. I have the worst autoimmune that take oxygen from my hands and feet. So the blood thinners that kind of force the blood kind of down there because it's just running like water, even bring it down even more. Cat
Oh,
Mama
same.
says Metatron. No, Metatrons is on Mondays. Today is just twisted. Wait. Twice told, twisted tarot. So today we're looking for patterns. Today I am
Jeez.
your engine, not the caboose in my comfortable position. Josh says, nope, you're not allowed to be comfortable. You got to lead this thing. And I'm like, shit. Okay. So with that being said, all you got to do is
Yeah.
put a me in the comments. And I'm going to look for patterns. So, uh, hopefully I see some, but if not, it is a shadow channel, and if I don't see anything but shadow, I will read on the shadow. Josh is going to bring all of it in a very healing kind of way. He may channel, he may not. It just depends on what his stones tell him you need most. It is completely up to Josh and the person receiving the read. So him and Miles made like a very extensive list of different stones that do different things in the presence of you beautiful gems. So I we're all kind of multitasking over here, I guess, in a way. And I'm still fighting a light situation, y'all. Eventually I will get me one of them taller lights. I've been looking, but I'm trying to find one that's cheap enough to put on my wish list, but also decent enough to manage a good light source because some of them still don't produce enough light without it either washing you out and or just not being uh I don't know what the word is, but efficient. So if you guys want to read, like I said, go ahead and put me in the comments. Angie will keep everything together, and once I see our first lead, we will take off our first lead, our my first list. Woo! Words hard today on a Tuesday.
It's a weird energy. The energy is just really weird. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's been yesterday was pretty
I
mellow. Today
think
the
I'm
energy is just
usually like
soupy.
was just getting comfortable in the 11:30 slot, and shit, life is just and shit happens, and we needed to back it up an hour, and it's completely doable on both parts, but it's just like, okay, now come on, get in with the flow, Hershey. Like, come on, get in there, get your words, get your words. Oh, I see a list. I see a list. All right, I
Beautiful.
see a list. I do see a list. Let's see that beautiful list. Maybe. Come on. Come on. There we go.
So
There we
far
go.
is I am
Cat
Lulu. Good
Mama
done.
and Lulu.
Good
Sounds
done,
wonderful.
guys.
Sounds wonderful. All right, give me a second to start working with some decks here. I've been shuffling them and charging them up, so hopefully they're all ready to go.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here shuffle off the game like that's right now.
All right.
Shuffle off against my cards. Yeah. Labradorite's already shining. That's crazy. I'm not even trying to look at it. It's already shiny.
It's flashing.
Yeah, it's flashing like
Didn't
there's
he
no
say
tomorrow.
when it was? Oh, what did he say when it was? Do I need to get my little handy dandy notebook? Oh, it was
Probably.
very.
It's very specific, I know. All right, Miles, what are we doing if flashes? You give me enough info. It's weird sharing a guide with Hershey there, but yeah, Miles works with me too.
You think it's weird? I'm over here going, where is he at? Is he with Jonathan? Is he with Josh? Where the hell is he at? Miles! I'm like, I never know where he's at anymore.
No,
Huh?
he
Never know
was
where he's
protecting
at.
me. He said I was busy protecting me in court.
That doesn't surprise. That doesn't
Yeah,
surprise me at all.
the GQ state attorney or county attorney there, and his I think his
Oh
watch costs
goodness.
more than my
Goodness.
car. There's always an energy with an attorney.
Yeah, it always is.
All right. Welcome, guys. Grateful that you're all here. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all those fun things with Hershey there. As well, my channel, Mr. Floyd's Universe, if you want to join us, jump over there. You are. We are grateful to see you as I go live Monday through Saturday now, at unless something comes up on Saturday. At 8:40 my time, which is Mountain Time, or 10:40 Eastern Time. Which isn't much of a dawning. It's kind of like good, almost good late morning, but still late dawning. But
Uh, okay, so
all right, I think we're all shuffle
well,
bucket.
let me see. What do we see here? What do we see here? What do we see here? Ooh. Let me see.
Hey, let's see
See
who's in the
so
chat
this over
comments.
here.
Angie,
Nice.
Lulu,
Um,
Mama, and StreamYard. All right, way to go,
see them.
StreamYard. Tina, good dawning, grateful for you. Nice to see you there, Tina. We love you, grateful for you. Thank you. How are the chickens, by the way? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Tina may be able to answer that. In your case, probably the chicken, unless you got eggs and hatched.
So I guess I think maybe okay. So if I had to say the first thing that jumps out at me here, the first thing that jumps out at me is that that it's quite difficult possibly with you when it comes to either being alone or having like solitude, having to be forced into being alone or a grief situation. So you got solitude and grief over here in reverse. And if I'm looking at all of this, you've got the high priestess, but you got your four of wands in reverse. And then you got your moon in reverse and your door in reverse, right? So the only one over here that's standing out is that they both are kind of hovering. Both of these are hovering in this fear, right? And the fear is in the upright position. So I feel like you, this high priestess kind of energy that I'm looking at, it's always wanting to have a kind of a celebration kind of moment if it was in the upright, but because it's in the challenge position and the moon is in the challenge position and the door is kind of closed, it's not open, right? So with both of these, and I know it's hard to see, guys. Sorry for those that do want to see the cards. It feels like it's a constant conflict. There's conflict constantly going on, right? So I would say that the pattern that I see most is that maybe sometimes you're either lack of going into it, or maybe you stay in it far too long, because healing means you have to completely close the door. And with that in reverse, that could be something that's quite difficult for you to do. Or literally, it could be that you don't want to do it at all because it's just something maybe you don't acknowledge. You don't want that you don't want that energy. You don't want that emotion. I didn't see a real strong pattern. Apologies. That's what I've got for you.
All right, I didn't get to hear any of that as StreamYard booted me out. So I heard nothing other than solitude, and grief, and then it booted me out. So I got to do this one on my own.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard nothing of it whatsoever. It's been one of those weird. The energy's just getting weirder. Where I get right, like I'm a StreamYard, I'm booted. I'm looking at the email that you sent instead of the. Eats me, but yeah, instant boot out there. But yeah, so let's see what we've got here, Cat Mama. I have no idea what was said. I don't know anything that. So I'm doing this totally blind. So it may not be anything related to anything, or I may be stuck and not be able to give you a read. I don't know. This is gonna be interesting here. 'Cause, yeah, usually I'm picking back off of Herky, but all I heard was something about something in reverse and solitude and grief. So yeah, let's do this blind filter. All right, so we're gonna give you a blind read here. Not back to Hershey because I don't know what you said. So here we go. Uh, all right, let's see what we get. Jump in. So you're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. So I don't know what you're questioning yet, but let's see if we can go further here. So we're going to do this, like I said, kind of blindfolded here. Actually, grab a different deck. All right, let's see what we got. Light codes. Love, love, love. So something you okay, there is something pattern for me here. So we're gonna pull one more. See what we get here. Expand your light body, ocean. So what are you holding back? You're being told to jump into something, and there's love there, but um, expanding your light body. So you need to jump. There's something that's coming in that you're going to be jumping into, or something that's already there. Take a trip. All right, there we go. Take sacred sites. Take a trip. So what I'm getting here, and again, I have no idea what Hershey said, is that it's asking you to jump in and take a chance at something. Is there something in front of you that you have an opportunity for that you're hiding yourself from? I don't know. Then I pulled light codes. So it's asking you to step into love, and maybe that's love for yourself, is what I'm feeling. There's something there that you're jumping into, but you're not doing it because there's a lack of something inside yourself, but I'm not sure what. Then it's saying to expand your light body. So it's asking you to step into your light a little better here, into your frame a little more. But if you're stepping in the light codes of love, then you're going to do so anyways. And then I've somewhere there, I know this isn't exactly like the pattern read, but somewhere I see you taking, if you step forward, there's a trip in the spring in your future here that's going to shift your universe. I don't know where or what, but yeah, it's asking. Okay, here we go. Miles is coming into. He's telling you to be more open to love. That there's something that you're blocking. That's something that's dancing around your universe that you keep showing with fear. You're blocking with fear that you're not seeing. So I can't say what that is, Cat Mama, but there is something there where you're blocking the love and you're standing in fear. And no, Miles, thank you, Miles. It's coming through and saying, "Hey, let loose a little bit more and let a little light come in and watch what happens there." But that's what I've got. And of course, I do see that there's a trip of some sort, family trip in April, May that could be life changing, but I don't know much. That's all you're supposed to know. So that's what I got. Thank you. Sorry, I fell out of the chat, the video.
so you at the beginning of Cat Mamas, you said the labradorite flashed, right?
It's all flashy now, but it could be just partly where my light is. But it's been flashy the whole time we've been sitting here.
So if it flashes, he said that your labradorite is your door stone. So if it would flash, this would mean that you need to call in extra protection for them to build a bridge made out of stone, out of labradorite stone over the quarant. So you would call in a bunch of guides to build her a labradorite crystal bridge for protection. You would just call in extra protection for her for the
There we go.
if your door flashes for the quarant.
Perfect. So we will call in extra
I
protection, but
almost
there's
threw
somewhere
this list away. I'm glad I kept the list for you.
grateful. I've got it somewhere, but my paper was I'm kind of disorganized at the moment.
No, I understand. All right. So after we have Lulu, then Brother Thomas and Tina. So Lulu, Lulu. Hello, everyone coming in.
Welcome, guys. Iron Fire, good dawning. Angie, Tina. Welcome, guys.
Hi, Crystal. Mhm. Okay. Um. Hmm. So I think this could go actually a couple of different ways. Um. So you show up in a couple of different ways, right? You show up as a queen, but you also could be showing up as the puppet, right? Now, I don't think you're the one that is the puppet. So we're gonna go with the energy of the queen, but there is a few things here. So if we're going with the energy of you being the queen, that's where we're gonna start first. That means that sometimes you may treat very loyal people in your life, maybe not so fairly, right? You may use them as a shield, or you may sometimes not necessarily take advantage of them, but sometimes you may definitely make sure that they could fill a void, right? So, and it would never be times where it would be like wanting them to tell you what the lottery numbers are. It's more about they go to the store a lot, so you don't go to the store because they're gonna go. They can just grab it, they're already gonna be there, right? That means you don't have to get out of the house. So there's a benefit to you, whether you're giving them gas money or not, whether they understand what's going on or not. This is strictly an example of queen mentality. But then there's, like I said, if it's not you being that queen mentality, taking advantage of people, then it's the exact opposite, and you are being taken advantage of, and maybe you don't see it. Someone is using you consistently. You have devil, wheel, and 10 of wands over here just screaming. someone is taking advantage of you, right? So when you think about this person that's taking advantage of you and you being the puppet, then you have to understand you're the one carrying all the weight. Either way, both of them are about carrying all the weight. One just doesn't know how much power she has, and the other one doesn't realize that, you know, she is a queen. So I think that maybe you need to let your guards down a lot, like all the way down. And because you have exhausted and comparison coming in here, right? So if you're constantly comparing yourself to anyone, or if you're allowing yourself to be compared to anyone, constantly having the exhaustion coming and going, coming and going. So either way, you've got exhaustion just hanging out over here going, I am exhausted both ways. So make sure that you understand that you have to pick a route, whether it's you being the queen or you realizing you're becoming or born to be a queen. Either way, you must be the one to choose. You cannot let anyone make that choice for you, or otherwise you'll fall for everything, allowing someone else to make choices for you. That's what I've got for you.
All right, you. Well, grateful. Welcome. All right, Queen. Let's see what we get here. Ah, all right, so I'm going to grab a nicest card here. Go to the box here and get the book. All right. So I pulled the yeah, exactly. The Eye of Horus here, and it says specifically it says awakening divine perception. And so let's see what we've got from the Eye of Horus. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. It's like some of these pages are like 5 or 6 pages, but get an idea what the card says here. The Eye of Horus. I've got it right here. I'll flip this around so you can kind of ground into that for a second. And all right, so the Eye of Horus. The Eye of Horus brings divine perception, protection, and insight. You are gifted with certain abilities, divine sight that the divine sight that are awakening and growing. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities to serve others with your divine gifts. Test your perception and know that you're already protected. Your perception, how are you perceiving what's going on in your universe? So what I'm getting from Isis and Miles is that you may not be perceiving what's going on as based on what are you the queen or the puppet as you need to, and so you need to step into your divine perception and get that. Take a moment and over like a high level overview of your universe is what I'm getting at here. Saint Germain is asking you to take a high level overview of your universe. If you are seeing this card, right? And you are getting a card that you are telling you're getting told that you might be queen energy, or you could be the puppet and you're not seeing it. Then you need to stand like a dragonfly above your universe, right? Look down and see the patterns that they're showing in your universe. Are you allowing people to create the universe for you? Are you creating it for yourself? That is the question. If you are the queen, then you are standing there dictating your universe, right? Off with their head, so to speak, right? But if you are standing there as the puppet, then they are quietly dictating it to you, and you may not even know that your strings are being pulled. So it is up to you to see if you are a marionette in your universe and who's pulling those strings, or if you are really creating your universe, which we are not seeing, feeling so much. But it is really up to you. So from your end, take a dragonfly point of view, right? And look down into your universe and see what you are seeing. Hopefully that helps that. Saint Germain out. All right, hopefully that helps, Lulu. But yeah, so between Isis and Saint Germain there, yeah, there's a perception that you're missing in some sort of aspect there. So once you see that, everything will shift. Hopefully that
She
helps.
says, I am learning not to be the puppet anymore. I've been taken advantage of most of my life. My Libra self is used to a lot of emotional vampires. Oh, baby, we love you so very much, and it will get greater later. I know it is so easy for us that are sitting here looking at each other on a screen. I'm really talking directly to you and everyone else that it applies to. It does get greater later, and it starts with healing. It starts with healing, and everything gets greater. Things you can't even think of right now get greater. Things you can't even think of even when you're in the healing process. All of a sudden, you just have a wealth, an abundance of just blessing after blessing after blessing, and you're over there going, "What did I do?" Hmm. What didn't you do? You didn't self-sabotage, you didn't stop this, you didn't do that, you didn't intentionally wait for the consequence, you didn't make bad choices. You did make better choices, and it does get greater.
Once you start seeing it,
Brother,
it all falls away.
yeah, yep. Brother Thomas. Hi, Millie. Hi,
Millie, welcome.
beautiful. All right, we have Brother Thomas, Tina, and Iron Fire Horse. Brother Thomas, Brother
Thomas,
Thomas.
welcome. Grateful to see you, man. Much love. Brother Thomas.
Uh, I don't want to go back in there. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, 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 okay. Hmm. See, in my head, I'm always kind of in a way looking for that four picture, one word kind of thing that's jumping out right now. And one thing that is jumping out just crazy is outside, right? So you wouldn't keep a ladder indoors unless it's a garage, obviously. But for the most part, you use them outdoors. You use them to climb trees. You use them for a lot of different things. But you really probably need to understand that ladder is gonna become something very important to you. So you have a whole lot going on over here, and it's about the choices, right? When you think about it, it's about the options that you do have. You have the ability to have options in multiple different ways. So there is the ability for you to climb the ladder, so to speak, right? So you have luck coming in with ladder, but most of it is about understanding that it's growth, but it comes with outdoors. I don't know why they want you to be outdoors, but looking at everything right here, right now, it's absolutely revolving around outdoors. And with the outdoors comes a way for you to gain some kind of perspective, some kind of knowing, but it's about being still in the moment. Now, going outside used to be something that you did regularly, and lately it's not. So, I think you need to go outside. Even if you spend the day getting on the bus and just getting out and trying different parks. It's Tuesday. Try to do something that is open on those Tuesdays or available to the people that fall for us as in disabled or just free even. You need to get out. For me over here, something about a pattern of what you're not doing is you're not going outside because the wilderness, the land, the acorn, all of it is in the reverse position. So I really think they really need you to get outside and kind of let go of everything that's building up inside of you. Let it go out there somewhere. That's what I've got for you. And it's part of your journey. So there's that.
All
That's what I
right. Brother Thomas. Let's see what we got. I pulled the card while you just when it started here, and it kind of fits. It's a Kuan Yin card, and I'll read it, and we can see Kuan Yin there. And It's a legal card for YouTube, at least this one is. All right, so it says here, immortal treasures. Within you are precious immortal treasures, gifts of your soul, which include the ability to transmit healing. Honor yourself as a healer, whether formally or informally. Your soul brings a special healing light to humanity. You have a divine support as your role as a healer in whatever way you are highly usual or highly unusual. This is unfolding for you now. And so that ties into Hershey telling you to get out of the house. You're missing something here where you're locking up your gifts, and your pattern is kind of getting stale. I can see that, but yeah, I'm hearing just like Hershey here, and Miles is saying BTFO, out of the house specifically. Get out and stay out. He's like, I'm seeing sun up to sundown as well. But let's see what we've got as far as other cards here. Here we go. Healing. There you go. Bingo. Your body, mind, and soul. Here we go. Healing. Spiral. Hemp saying there. All right. So you're healing your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You are going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive this healing, which opens your arms and opens your heart. So yeah, getting outside and grounding is something that I am hearing beyond. Yeah, I'm stale air. Why do I hear the word stale air? But to go outside and ground, and what you're going to find is that's going to break you open right now. Maybe a little plug. We're going to read one more card here from Archangel Raphael. Actually, this is the master, the Divine Masters deck. Actually, of course. Guess what I pulled? I literally have a random card, right? Saint Germain. I don't make these things up. So there we go. So go alchemize yourself. Saint Germain saying that. Here we go. Saint Germain, we are grateful that you are here, Brother Thomas, and that you are doing well, but we are not allowing you to sit in your home anymore. You must get outside, go see the universe, because you're not going to rot in the house, right? So go outside, go find the higher space. There's something that you're needing to ground, right? And you are realizing that you are a healer and you need to go heal thyself first, right? And you can heal others, but you have to heal thyself, not sitting in your home, but grounding. Getting your feet on Mother Gaia, breathing some fresh air, and seeing other human beings, because you need to be too, right? But we are grateful, and there's no coincidences that my card was pulled, released. There we go. So yeah, Brother Thomas, get outside there and watch the universe shift as you start to shift yourself by just doing something different and going outside and getting some different energies there. That's all I got. Thank you, Brother Thomas. Love you, man.
I love it. I love it. We have Tina, then Iron Fire Horse, Denise, and Andrea. Yes. Yes. Okay.
And Angie, you had asked me who I'm working with. Nobody specific. Saint Germain more than anything. Generally, Miles works with me too, but generally it's my higher self, Saint Germain, and then in this case, Miles too. Yeah. But really, Saint Germain's just kind of, and it's everybody, but he's also your higher self too. So part of our higher selves.
Oh. Okay. Well, maybe you're resistant to change, right? Some of us we just don't like change, right? Some of us don't. Now, me, I didn't used to like change. Now, there are some things that I do need to have consistent in my life, or otherwise I will forget them. And good Lord knows I cannot forget to take my blood thinners. If I do, guess what happens? Yeah. And all the metal I got in my head, I can't be forgetful like that. Maybe 1 or 2 days, but after that, nope, I'm not chancing it, right? I have a wild hair over here somewhere and it's getting on my nerves. So, anyway,
Speaking
I
of which,
do see that the one that kind of lingers over all of this, including patience, is change, right? So when we think about that 10 position, when we think about that stop sign, that 10, right? That stop sign that gives us a moment to either realize, do we want to go forward with what we've gained so far? Or do we just want to start all the way the hell over again? We don't get to keep anything that we've gained though when we start over because we're starting over. We can't keep carrying all of the weight. So I think sometimes when it comes to change for you, it becomes a conflict. You are not in a place where you're content in change sometimes. Sometimes it is a place that is not very comfortable for you. Now, I don't know exactly what part of it that is not probably settling right, but it's the part where you go, just whatever. When you're saying that to something, and it's that feeling forced kind of moment, right then and there, that's where I want you to kinda work on a little bit of, for one, patience, and just start there. You don't have to do it all at once, you can do it one emotion at a time, one piece at a time. You can weave it together better with your way, the way you wanna be seen, the way you wanna be felt, the way you wanna be touched. But you do have to accept the change. Without accepting the change will run right over us and we will have no say so. We will have to accept everything that comes. But when we prep for it, when we prepare for it in every single way that there is necessary and mandatory, then we're kind of in that place where we don't have to get ready because, well, we stay ready. So just stay with one emotion at a time, but change does look like it could be a struggle for you in literally every part of it. It's what I've got for you over here on the side, babe.
thank you, Hershey.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, Tina. Love you, Tina. Grateful to see you here. Um, resistance to change. Let's see what we get here. Um, ask your angels card. Let's see here. I'm got like 5 decks, 7 decks spread around here. Let's see here. Ah, something that you're probably not doing. Those of us who are resistant to change will not do this. And this is exactly what I was asking for help from others. If we're resistant to change, generally we're going to sit in it and spin in it ourselves. And if we're looking to change and we need help, that's generally the last thing a lot of us will do. Is we'll let our universe collapse around this before we ask for help from others. I don't know the situation, Tina, and if it was brought up in like Adani or anything in the chat, and I apologize if I missed it there. But yeah, I don't know what the situation is or anything else, but there is something, and I'm feeling it as well, that you're needing to. If you were to step out, you're resistant because maybe this change requires help from others that you're not wanting to do. Um, that's a. Ooh, let me see something here. Hang on. I'm going to pull another card here. The quest. Yeah, plunge boldly into life. Again, change. What do you resist? There's something I'm feeling, man, that there's a resistance, and I don't know what. And make fishing different cards here. All right. Uh, all right, here we go. This is perfect. So Kuan Yin here. And okay, we got a legal Kuan Yin card here for YouTube. And so ground into Kuan Yin for a minute. The card says Shining Lotus. And so the Shining Lotus is there are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and belief without wavering, even in the face of challenge. Other times we are ready to take the risk, change, right? And allow the inner blossom for our true self to shine forth for all to behold. So, what are you not taking the risk on? That I cannot answer, but there is something, there is a challenge, there's something directly in front of you that could use other people to help you. That all you have to do is speak out on instead of drive it into yourself. And you would be able to get that change that you're looking for, but you're not. I can't speak to what that is, but maybe that's a pattern that you've had. A lot of us have trouble asking outside of ourselves for change, for help, in change. Um, and yeah, and there's a lot of us who have that as their pattern too, but where you just ask for help. But so yeah, so for yourself though, to find that balance. But there is somebody out there who could help you with whatever but you're not reaching out. And I don't know, but that's what I'm getting there. Tina, I love you. Grateful to see you here, and big hugs, beautiful soul. Thank you.
Absolutely. She says, I'm usually okay with change and for asking for help. Well, there are parts of our lives that sometimes we don't use enough. And when we figure it out, it's when it like that little light goes, oh, oh,
Right.
now I get it. So sit with it. If you sit with it and it still doesn't resonate, literally just leave it right there. No worries. And, you know me. Hit me up. We will look in another direction. All right. Iron Fire Horse. Iron Fire Horse. And then Denise, then Andrea, Joe, and Angie. We love you too, Tina.
Love you, Tina. Thank you.
Call me Irene. Irene. All right. So, Irene, you are up, love. Every time I put your name in my emoji, my not my emojis, but what do they call the little? Are they emojis? They come up backwards. I'm like, well, there you go. It's coming up backwards, but there you go. What do we got going on over here? Hmm. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Mhm. Hmm. Well, sometimes when it comes to like working with magic and alchemy and stuff like that, you have to have like the perfect timing, whether you're waiting for a specific moon or a specific season, or you have to have a specific leaf that has to be in a specific time of year, or a certain this or a certain that, right? When it comes to that divine timing kind of situation, sometimes we don't always understand it, but if I'm being honest, the only pattern here that I see is that sometimes, and I do mean sometimes, you don't always properly prepare your protection, right? So every single card but one is in the upright position, and we got a whole buttload of cards over here, right? But every single one of them is about finishing something, meeting and reaching maturity, right? There is a stillness that you understand when it comes to time. There is a conditioning that you understand when it comes to time. There is a completion when it comes to time. There are times that you hesitate, and that is when you notice that failure is attached to hesitation. So you kind of get that from that moment in time. Somewhere in your life, you hesitated and you realized that you made a horrible mistake, but it was already too late. You couldn't undo it. You couldn't fix it. You couldn't go back and get it. But it was at that moment that you realized from here on out, I'm not going to hesitate. Not, never, ever again. But in that moment that you are constantly making sure that you are always ready, so to speak. Sometimes you are not always prepared protection wise, right? So the one and only one that is in any kind of position and anywhere in this read that makes me a little bit cautious is your shield. With your shield being in the challenge position, this tells me that you're not always adequately protecting yourself. Sometimes you got to leave, and the seconds count, not the minutes, not the hours, the seconds. And it's okay. Do what you need to do, but have a medicine bag ready at all times. Have protection hanging at the door ready to go. So when you're grabbing your keys, whop, all in one swipe. You don't even have to reach in two different directions. But do step up your game just a little bit when it comes to protection. I don't really see a pattern. I see a well prepared individual. That's what I've got for you.
Beautiful. Awesome, Hershey. All right, let's see what we've got there, Angie. All right, so what card am I using here?
Irene, right? This is Iron Fire Horse.
Yeah. Oh, you.
Irene.
Oh, that's right. Iron fires up. Or Irene, right? Thank you, Irene. All right. So yeah. All right. Let's see what we've got here. All right. So I did pull a card from Kuan Yin, and it may not be specific to, but it's still you. And it says here, Irene, that the peacock is stunning in grace and graceful and proud display. You too. It's the revealed the peacock beauty. So the peacock is stunning in graceful and proud display. You too are a great beauty. Within you resides a glorious being of light with an ability to create. Your intentions, decisions, and particularly your words are becoming more powerful. Enjoy this use of your creative power to express the beauty within you, asking for divine blessings upon your plans, projects, and words. So it's for what I'm getting, it's that like Hershey said there, Irene, that you're on par, you're on straight on the path there. But stepping up your protection is always a good thing. But what I'm seeing here is that really you're speak your universe into existence. I'm going to pull another card here and see what we get. This is the Mind Info Oracle here. It says align. So there we go. So it says that you're being asked to align with your current situation, even though if it's not easy. Trust your situation and be learning to be learned here. Pushing against what is will only make things harder. When you align to surrender, so there is something that may be going on in your universe as well that I don't know, but yeah, and so I'm seeing that your universe is aligned, but there is something that you need to surrender to. Nobody's universe is perfect in any stretch, but what I am seeing is there's something you need to surrender to. Let's see what the angel answers state here from Radley Valentine, not Bradley, but Radley. Don't stop. So whatever you're doing, don't stop. So yeah, so I'm getting like there's something going on that you need to deal with, but otherwise, don't stop. Keep moving forward. And if Hershey there, and since Hershey is seeing that you need more protection, and that's never a bad thing, always step up your game there. And as Hershey said there, take that bag with you. Grab your medicine bag with you there. But otherwise, yeah, I'm seeing as well, Irene, that you are on path there. But keep in mind, there may be something that's lingering that you're not looking at in your frame there that you need to deal with that you're kind of pushing off. But I don't know what it is. But hopefully that helps. But thank you, guys. Thank you, Irene.
Denise. Denise. We have Denise, Andrea, Joe, and Angie. All right. Denise, are you still here, babe?
Beautiful.
Andrea's here. Let's see. Right. Give her just a couple more seconds here. Denise, are you holding Denise's place, Angie? Oh, Denise is here. Okay, good. Good, good, good. All right. So we have Denise, then Andrea, Joe, and Angie.
Good. So, Angie, you're going to let Anna take your place?
Hmm. So sometimes, sometimes when we don't listen to our body, um, we don't always understand that sometimes by not listening to the body, um, there's multiple things going on here that can be affected, right? So I think that sometimes if I'm looking at the cards over here, well, there's a lot of eights for one. Eights are usually a sign of good things, right? Sometimes they can also be a representation of maybe maybe moving too quickly as well, right? That coming in quite quickly sometimes is us moving away too quickly and not taking time to really understand what's going on, right? So, if anything over here, I would say that we need to worry less about everything that's going on that has nothing to do with specifically you. If it's not paying your bills, as in, i.e., your job, or your income, so to speak, it don't matter. If they're not the one that actually signs your check and pays your bills, I'm not talking about your boss, Talking about the coworkers, the yip yappers, the distractioners, the birds, the ones gathering at the water cooler, so to speak. The distractions. You have got to learn sometimes that distractions are there to do just that. Haters gotta hate, and distractions must be distractions. So you're coming in hot, just not always maybe focused where you need that driven focus. So make sure that you understand that it's okay to be the one that's a little different. It's okay to be the freak. It's okay to be the one that's a little bit slower because ultimately, in the end of it, you do come out winning with the universe because the universe is over here going, I got your back. I got your back. Be that amazing freak that you are. Be that person that isn't scared to do the hard work. You're not doing the heavy work because everyone has to carry their own weight. You're just doing the dirty work. And some of us have to do that dirty work so that other people can understand that you can always take a shower and wash your hands and wash the dirt and everything right away. You can cleanse it all up. You can get rid of it. You can bury it. You can be done with it. But first, you have to recognize it for what it is. So keep going where you're at, keep recognizing what you're recognizing, but realize that you, as that gorgeous, beautiful misfit that you are, can only attract other beautiful, gorgeous misfits when you stay in the energy that you were designed to be. And that's what I've got for you.
All right. Denise, thank you and grateful. Much love. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. Bravery. There we go. That's a perfect card. It says bravery here, and this is again my Nifo Oracle cards. Here we go. Bravery. Are you bravery from that way? You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable, but you do not have the strength. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you'll feel so much better and lighter when you do. And yeah, this kind of ties into what that you're okay to be who you are and stand in that frame. There's a whole what I'm seeing here is this whole reading here is really you standing in your frame, listening to your higher self, and really speaking, being brave enough to stand in that frame. It's not even specifically one specific or this one specific situation. It's kind of the whole your whole universe where you're stand let your free, as she said there, it's okay to be the freak. Bravery, right? So stand in your frame. This one came out really easy. Let's see what we get otherwise from the hero's journey card. Because once you learn to stand in your frame, what have you done? You've completed part of the hero's journey because you're finding your light, right? And so if you can do that, there you go. All right, perfect. Here we go. All right, thank you. This is getting easy. Card number 9, which has changed, cycle change, but you are invited, and it says suit up, show up, and open up. Bingo. So there we go. So listen to the body. And this ties to the last card. So be yourself. Stand in that frame. And yeah, the line of this your reading should just be titled, "It's okay to be the freak." Set up, suit up, show up, and open up. Perfect. We're gonna end it right there. Denise, love you. Stay awesome because you are. Let that light shine. Hope that helps. Perfect. Are you with us, Hershey? I don't think we can hear you. At least I'm not hearing you. Hang on. That's exactly why I'm here. My voice will be heard soon. Are you guys hearing me or Hershey in the chat? Because I'm not hearing Hershey at all. She just rebooted there. Yeah, I'm not hearing Hershey at all. Are you guys hearing Hershey or me? Or either of us? Hugs to you, Crystal. Are you guys here? Okay. Oh, who are you hearing, Millie? Are you hearing me or are you hearing Hershey in the chat? We can hear you, Josh. All right. So Hershey, your mic's out. So Hershey's mic is out at the moment. If you guys want to put it in the chat there that her mic is out. I can't type in the chat there. But yeah, so grateful. So yeah, so I guess I'll hang the show here for a second. Let's see what happens if you guys are not hearing Hershey there. Her mic is dead. I cannot hear Hershey. Okay. All right. So guys, well, sorry about that. Love the hit signal. Something I know. Thank you. Thank you. Right. You know, we improvise. I'm the king of
Can you
improvisation
hear me now?
myself. I can hear you. You're like the Verizon salesperson. I hear you loud and
Can
clear.
you hear me now? Can you hear me
Yeah.
now? Can you hear me now?
Dis- they're disco. Disco.
Oh,
Gotta love it.
wow. You
Get
little
here.
yanks. Okay, all right. Uh Andrea is up. We are right at an hour. We have Andrea, Joe, and Angie. Are you okay with that or you need to go?
No, we're perfect. Yeah,
Good.
that's fine.
Okay.
I'm totally cool. Very fun.
Andrea, make sure they are here. Andrea is here. Love it.
Shoot. Wouldn't be alive on YouTube. So
Ooh, what?
I said wouldn't be alive on YouTube. We'd have some sort of something going on. It's Queen's favorite.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. All right. So consuming. We need more of this. Okay. So, all right. All right. So I think I have a this or a that. So, but it's not exactly a this or a that. It's more of you need to let go of some things, I think, and they want you to replace what you let go of with this stuff over here. I don't know. Let's dive into it. Let's see. So over here in this corner on this beautiful left receiving side, they want you to let go because it's all under the energy of act, right? So this is about removing something and they want you to remove that miser energy, right? You cannot save it all for a rainy day, Scrooge. Doesn't work like that. You have to spend some of it in a good way, in a healthy way, in a way that is beneficial, not unbeneficial. Um, Responsible even, okay? They also want you to stop consuming something that you are just madhouse drowning yourself in, right? You are literally taking it in, taking it in, taking it in, and it's just not helping. It's not helping you, right? So this is all in the let go pile, right? So there is a few more things over there that you need to let go of, and of course it's diminish, it's receptive, but receptive is in the reverse position. So we're just going to throw that over there with axe. Now, the what they want you to bring more in all falls under chalice, right? But it all starts with an adventure first and foremost. And on that adventure, you need to bring in more mystery, more talisman, more fae energy. So they really want you to bring in more of what you're not understanding, right? So if it is confusing to you, if it is in a world that doesn't exist right now because you're not in that world, you need to maybe get yourself a little bit more involved in the unknown. You need to let go of what you think is happening because that's not where it's at. This is that moment where they're telling you you need to unlearn all of this so that you can relearn the right way, the correct way, the way that is beneficial and the way that is serving. So bring in more of the mystery, bring in more talisman, bring in plenty of adventure along the way, but let go of the stuff you're consuming all the time that isn't serving you, right? So if you're just literally lurking all day long or scrolling or doing things that are in a unhealthy manner, they want you to start letting go of it. And that's what I've got for you.
Thank you, Andrea. Um, Welcome. Grateful to see you. Much love. I put a Kuan Yin card first. I had one card, but I flipped it. I was feeling to flip it. So here's the card I received from Kuan Yin. There we go. And it's Spring Mother Magu. Magu, goddess of spring, healing, and transformation. I'll spring you blessings now. You're asked to remember that light can come from even the darkest beginnings. The spring only ever comes after the winter. The challenge it can be to trust that the winter will end. Exploring the unknown, parts of yourself will result in self discovery and a healing rebirth for you. So, what are you needing to let go of to rediscover, right? To remove? What are you needing to, and of course, some of it is flow, right? The miserly, some miserly energies there. To find that flow within your universe, but in a healthy way. But there is something that you are consuming that, yes. Let's see what we've got here. We're going to ask the angels, Radley Valentine, which you need to specific recovery. What are you I'm not gonna. What are you consuming there that may put you need to recover from, or what are you recovering from? What energies are you in recovery from as well? So look into your universe there, Andrea. What are you recovering from? What are you? Are you in recovery, like from something specific? Is that maybe tied to what you need to stop consuming? I can answer. Um, don't know, and we're not assuming, and I'm not assuming anything. I don't know. But I just try to see the pattern of the puzzle. We'll pull one as well, actually from Archangel Raphael. All right, let's see what we can get. All right, so we've got the Merkaba. So it's asking you to activate your light body there. So become lighter, spin yourself up. Stop holding so tight, is what I'm hearing. Light body, it's asking you Merkaba. So are you in that? We have the flow again. So we're talking about holding on to or creating flow, right? So the Merkaba, the spin of your energy, the energy of you in frame there. Are you standing in your Merkaba, standing in your own light and letting that? But there is something that you definitely need to let go. I'm going to pull one last card here and see what we get. This will be from the Hero's Journey deck. And we get Blaze Brightly. Not literally blaze, if you get word. 52, which is a 7. A splendid torch or blaze brightly. So it's asking you to find that fire within yourself and let go what you need to let go of. And Miles is saying, only you know what you need to let go, but you know, and you've been holding on to it. And if you let it go, create some adventure in your. You'll be able to open up space, create some adventure. But there's a lot of. I'm also hearing the word "get out of the house" as well. But so favor there. But Andrew, I hope that helps there. But there is something that is that you are consuming there that you will stop, and if you do stop doing so and let go, when you get the recovery card, you'll whatever it is, you'll recover from it. It'll bounce. You'll bounce right back. But yeah, let it go. And I'm hearing the song as well. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That song. So there you go. Hopefully that helps. But thank you.
Absolutely. Miles kept saying, "May your edges be liquid." I've heard that somewhere, and I think it's even in one of my tarot decks, one of them divination decks over there. It's probably in the spiritual AF deck. I don't know, but I've definitely heard it before. But that's your motto for the remaining of the week. May your edges be liquid. So there
Perfect.
you go. Okay, so Joe, right? That was Andrea, right?
Yes.
Or is Andrea? Yep, that was
That was Andrea.
Andrea.
We have Joe and then either Angie or Anna. I think Angie was succeeding her read to Anna there in the chat. So we'll find out.
Okay, all right. So, brother Joe, brother Joe, brother Joe. Oh, are you still here? Joe G, Joe G. All right, brother Joe. All right, he is here. And then we have Anna. You said.
Yes.
All right. Hi, Karen.
500. Suki, how are you? Hi, Karen. Much love. That's rain. I was just rain with. I don't know about you, but we just rain with stuff. It's well, it was gorgeous just 2 days ago. Much love. Grateful to see you, Karen.
Okay. Well, we got a lot of eights going on over here. Okay, so
Crazy.
hmm, we got 8, 87, 83, 81, 80. Yeah, we got a lot of eights going on. Um mm, eights again, for the most part, they're a very steadfast number, but at the same time, they can also be so quickly moving that they miss stuff, right? So I'm gonna need you to kind of dull the light down, like get rid of all the spotlights, get rid of all of the flashy, so to speak, kind of lights. Get rid of the bright. Bring it all the way down to one candlelight, so to speak, right? Or bring it all down to nothing but candlelight, so to speak. Make sure that they're all even too. So if one candle is up here, then they all need to be up here. If one is down here, then they all need to be down here. They need to be at the same level. You need to be able to see what they are trying to show you at a very calm level, but you either need to be sitting above all of the light or you need to have the light just above you and you're sitting under the light so that everything that you're seeing is in perfect balance. So make sure that you tone down the brightness, the firmness, the explosion of light. Tone it down more to a very mystery, a very candlelit kind of allurance. Make sure there's shadows there. Make sure that there's the ability for those that do move in shadow have the ability to come in. If you're beaming too lightly and too brightly, then those that are trying to come in can't come in because you are putting out too much of what they can't be around. You can't have always your cake and ice cream too. Only the greedy want them both. You do have to choose and you need to make a choice and you need to stay there, especially when you're trying to get everything on the same page. So don't do it too hard, don't do it too fast, but remember that the 8 is also nurturing. So stay in your 8 energy, but it will get explosive and it can get too bright to where people aren't comfortable around someone that is constantly so bright they have turned into a volcano. Make sure you stay humble. That's what I've got for you.
You. Thank you. Thank you, Yoshi. Joe. Yeah, I like that. Stay. Don't turn into a volcano. Sometimes we can. If you're standing in a room and everybody's vibrating at like 40 watts, and you walk in at a 100-watt light bulb, you're gonna be too. It's not where everything. It's not like dimming your light, but it's about finding a way to find that balance where you are the light, but you can relate to others by not being above, by walking above them or standing in the room above them. It's a hard to explain, but I think and Hershey's nodding her head, she gets it, and I think you get it. I'm feeling that you get it. Because if you and I've done it before, where you walk in and you're too bright, and then well, what happens? Either you're going to attract the moths, and those are opinion. Those who are 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 below are an understanding, but then they're going to see your light and then come running like a moth, right? Or you're going to repel in a lot of ways, right? When you have that light, you can repel. And so if you repel somebody with your light, it's too bright. They can't stand in it. They have to leave or get out of your frame. So we're never telling you to dim it, but also be in control of the vibrations that you are putting out. If you're super beamy in a room that's not, you're going to throw off the space. And that is as a light worker, we have to know how to dial it up or dial it down. Because if we're too bright, we're going to scare everybody off or be that freak in the room, so to speak. Um, all right, yeah, perfection. I don't pick these. The universe does, and all right, so it says North Star, card 19, which is a 910, right? Or a 1. It says, you don't generally break a 10, though. Flip your inner light switch. So it's saying to work on your inner light switch. That's exactly what we're talking about here is what? Your inner light switch being to the dimmer control, right? On your inner light switch and walking out there and shining so bright that you're burning down others as well. That's the other thing they can have. You shine so bright that nobody else can be seen. And so, but yeah. So let's pull one other card here. This is from the Mind Info Oracle. Presence. Hey, I don't make these up. You're being asked to spend more time in the present moment and present. So, how are you reflecting yourself in each present moment? As well, ruminating. Are you? Well, it's asking about the past or the future or longing for. But in your case, what energy are you projecting in your presence, and how are you projecting that energy? It's what I'm seeing here. We'll find one more here from Kuan Yin, and what I'm getting here is the Sky Dancer, and another legal card here. Gratefully, right? So the Sky Dancer guides you to remember the creative energy and spiritual light that is within you, which causes all of life around you to bloom. Jeez, oh, Pete. Creation is a natural spiritual power within you. Beloved, force can slow down the process. It's time to stop striving and allow your manifestations to occur. Trust, let go, and allow your creation to flow. I don't make these up, so stand in that frame. But yeah, let it flow. Don't try to push out that energy. But I think you're seeing the picture here. Hopefully, and it's amazing because this was pretty easy, Joe. Thank you, thank you. The cards felt perfect, Joe. Much love. I hope that helps. All right. Okay, we have.
Yep. I am here. I was just checking. Okay. So, Anna, you are up and also our last read. Anna. Joe says, thank you. Got it. Understood. Understand.
Cool, Anna. The lights flickering again last night. None poofed. Thank goodness. Your lights flick. Wow, Anna, what's going on in your universe with the lights flickering there? Awesome. Hopefully it's yeah. Are you haunted? Is it the energies? Our energies alone can move flicker the light. I've had 5 go out. Wow, 5 light bulbs go out. Wow, once a month. Wow, Anna.
Well, okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, first and foremost, there does seem to be uh I do think that there is a younger male energy. I don't want to say like child, but this could be um a teenager, right? But it's not going to be of this time. It would be of a much different time period. Uh they would have been had it been a woman, they would have been like of marrying age as soon as their cycle starts. So I'm saying that this young individual is somewhere between the ages of 9 and probably 13, 14. Um they're very protective over you. I don't know if this is an ancestor, if this is your actual line, but they're very protective over you. They almost could possibly always have a key available too, I'm being told to tell you that they're always gonna no door will ever be locked as long as they are with you. So therefore they're a key of some kind. They're gonna open something. So you do not have a lot of patterns showing up, but I do think that the message kind of goes along with what I'm being told is going on over there. This young individual like he would stand like with you, like with a pitchfork and ready to stand and go to war, so to speak, but at the same time he's protectively helping you understand different levels of what's above you, right? Something above you is going to come to fruition. It's going to come in the way of feathers. So, whether it is you looking up, looking at birds itself, or a bird specifically is going to find you, you're going to find the feather of a specific kind of bird. You're going to need to understand there is an antidote to this kind of bird, this connection that you're going to be making. You also may be led once you find the feather or the bird, whichever one comes first. You may be in the essence or the presence of a specific kind of herb that is around at that point, whether it's switchgrass or sweetgrass or lemongrass or spring grass, some form of grass. They want you to understand that this, even if it has a purplish kind of hue to it, like if you bundle it together sometimes, like bluegrass, it's green until you bundle it together and then it kind of gets that blue hue, right? So this may have a purplish kind of hue to it. So pay very close attention to the types of grass that you're going to be around. Um, but yeah, I do believe that this individual that's choosing this very young, very productive age frame is there for protection amongst other things. But yeah, you're going to understand the levels above you differently, and it all starts with your connection to, I believe, birds. That's what I've got for you on this end, sweetheart. I don't know if that
Interesting.
helps.
Interesting. Yeah, let's see what we can do with. Thank you, Hershey. Anna. Welcome. Grateful. And Angie, thanks for seating your read over there. That was amazing. Thank you. Anna. So it says that a male child or a teenager, different time period, age 9 through like 14ish, is protective over you, and I'm seeing that as well. Bib. I don't know why I'm seeing like bib overalls. I don't know. Let's see what you got here. Something. Hang on. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, they get one card or two. One card. All right. So Kuan Yin here, another legal card. Thank you, Kuan Yin, for very street legal cards here for YouTube. Half this deck is like topless. But all right. So the card itself, and I'll leave it up here to read. A second or sound the fierce flute. Discernment empowers you to make choices that are aligned with your intentions. Like a fierce sounding flute cutting through all the vibrations with purity and intent, your discernment allows you to stay true to your values without getting caught up in distraction. To grow spiritually through love, joy, peace, and abundance, make high vibrational choices that feel good to you. Are you doing so? Are you taking choices? Are you making choices for others? Are you making choices outside of your own? Are you making choices just based on trauma and patterns, trauma patterns, right? We make a lot of choices based on what may self soothe us, based on how we're emotionally feeling. What I'm getting at and what I'm adding into this here is whoever this is a guide or what have you. If you tune in, they will help you nudge you to make proper or better choices. They're getting a nudging to make better choices. But let me see what else we get here. And I'm going to go with the Archangel Raphael deck yet again. And in this case, we literally got I was like, which light codes? Love, love, love. So there we go. So love, love. Are you letting love in? Are you hearing the light codes? And are you standing in that frame? Um, I'm getting that bird that you keep seeing might be an ancestor trying to tell you. Like there's a whole puzzle piece that's like standing right in front of you that's about to drop in the frame. And the key available, so yeah, is your door lock. Let your spirit guide stand with you. So yeah, there's something that's about to unlock into your universe there. I don't know what it is, but you might. But let's see. We're gonna do one more here, and we'll go with Mother Goddess Isis. We'll get the book out here. And the last card. So we've got initiation, spiritual testing of Ra, and Lady Isis here. So maybe you are being walked through. Sometimes a new guide will show up. Somebody will show up energetically into your frame to help walk you through something, and then just vanish. Not a clue. Like I'm getting Miles is saying I'm here, but I'm only here for the moment. I'm helping Miles. Like Miles is here to help me make a shift, and then he said, once you make this shift that you needed a swift kick in the teeth on, then your shift, I will shift out of your frame. But until then, I will be shifting around in your energies as as she's laughing in the background. So maybe that's happening to you as well. That's some sort of energetic. Some what I'm getting is somebody from a past life, specifically um, a cousin. This is going to sound really weird, but it's like a cousin or something to that effect from a past life that is when you were Farmer Dell or something. And but somebody's coming and they're here to kind of give you that's what like Miles is here. Tell her that whoever the energy in your frame is giving you a swift kick, just like Miles is giving me a swift kick there. And sometimes you just got to say what's going on in the head. But initiation. So this is the card that we have here again, the spiritual testing of Ra. So we'll read the first paragraph here. It's a special spiritual testing of Ra and Lady Isis. When you are being spiritually initiated into the mysteries of light and love and power, there are moments of deep challenge. The key is to find the light within the challenge, the learning, growth, and wisdom that can be summoned to turn the challenge into an opportunity for healing. Whilst while the scorching heat of Ra seems to burn through any resistance, that Lady Isis, with compassion and cleverness, will protect you from burning and instead enable you to be nourished and grow from the light of Ra. Let Isis help you pass this test of intense growth as you thrive with new life. So whoever it is, maybe that initiate that's coming through to give you that help carry you that energy. Again, the universe will send other spirits way outside of your own, like Miles in my universe, to help carry the new energies in and drag you, in some cases. All right, not kicking and screaming, but to drag you out into your frame as well, into your proper universe or into your universe. There we go. So hopefully that helps there, Anna. But be open to whoever that is, and when you feel that energy, talk to it, be part of it, and let it into your frame there. It's only there to help you, to carry you like the energies that would carry you over the Euphrates River there back in the. So this is that kind of the same idea. The energies to carry you into the new light that will then all of a sudden one day, like just like in my universe, Miles will be gone, but I'll be standing in the new universe. And so that's what I'm feeling is it's one of those way showers there for you. So enjoy that. because that's a gift, and carry that energy with you until it's not, and just ground into it because they're there to help move you into a whole. You're shifting into a whole new period. And a lot of us are, and so yeah, so just ride the wave there, so to speak. But that's what I've got, Anna. Thank you.
Mm, I love that. I love that. I love that. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so very much for hanging out with us. For those of you that did hang out, we get a chance to get to know you guys, and that means the world to us over here. But you also get to know us, and we get to know you just a little bit more every single time. So keep coming back. I promise we'll be here. I'm here now every single day of the week, bringing you what I can and everything that is me every single time I come. Josh, thank you so very much for another wonderful Twisted Tuesday. I'm really starting to enjoy these. Next week we will move back to our normal time, which is 11:30 Eastern Central Standard Time. Words hard.
There we go.
What is going on? But if you
I
make a
know.
donation, just know if you do make a donation to me, if you didn't split with us, then I will split with Josh. That's how we do it on this channel. We share and we share alike. Outside of that, anything you may need is in the description box or it is available through the moderators. Oh goodness. All right. Anything you want to say?
Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it, and thank you guys for this morning there with no good dawning. But really appreciate all of you for being here with Hershey and myself. And yeah, this is me stepping out on a limb, trying to do something, doing something different. And the only way I can grow and is to do things like this, step out and do something now for something completely different. And so grateful. Thank you guys for helping me step out on a limb there and find new energies and be better me. Right? And I think that's how Anna. I think that's what's
Ooh.
kind of happening with you is that the energies are there to help you step out on that limb as well. And
Yep.
yeah,
No
so
comfort zones allowed.
exactly, exactly. And yeah, so favorite guys. Hopefully, you guys are all doing great with crazy energies over the past few days there, but assimilating and take naps as needed. Much love, guys.
Yes, absolutely. Always naps are wonderful. All right, guys. So until next time, you know me. I'm always sending you blessings and positive vibes. And I will see you tomorrow, Wednesday. Um, yeah. Bye, guys. We'll see you soon.
Love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you all.